Alrighty, beautiful creatures of this absolutely unbelievable planet. I have another one for you, and this will be regarding actually tomorrow's day, um, the Lionsgate portal that we are entering in. What is it like in a couple of words? I feel that it might be a little bit more understandable. However, that it suits your needs. I would always recommend do your research. Like find the words that are resonating within you, that this gets the most efficient. All right. Once you have the understanding what these things are, like how they work, when they occur, and what are they for, you'll understand yourself more, and then you do whatever you want. Within that, you're absolutely unstoppable because you understand yourself, you understand what's going on around you, and everything works like for you, like wow, in for the best intentions possible, So, what is it? It's actually a cosmic alignment. All right. Basically occurs when the sun is in fire sign of Leo. All right. And the star Sirius. All right. So, star Sirius is the brightest star in our sky, and it aligns with Earth and Orion's belt. Interesting, right? This is like cosmic stuff going on. And it affects our beingness and who we are, all right? And it affects absolutely individual and collective experience, everything as it is. And it's part of evolution. It's happening like every year. And as we said, like day starts again, yet you don't have two same days. Like yesterday will never ever happen again in way that it happened. Wow. And today the same way. You'll never have the day like today. Ever, never. Like, it's a gift. Every day is a gift. So, it's a time of transformation and rebirth. A portal to the center of our hearts that radiates power, full energies onto our planet, right? Interesting, right? Have a look into it. So, how we emit energies, what are we, We said that there were, pyramid stuff emitting energies, pointing it, We talked about, the tops of churches, governments, and, stuff like that. It's related with copper. I would say also, more in crystals and different stuff there is. However, keep it simple so that you understand, that what's going on and why. So, basically what this does, so the Lionsgate portal, all right, activates awakening, wisdom, and knowledge within us, within everyone. Like you may don't want to embody it and you cling to the old version of yourself, and however that is no longer serving you. And things will repeat happening, like again something, until you don't learn and let it go. Because it does not serve you. If you insist on gripping it, it has a cost. Yeah? It doesn't work that way. I mean, it serves you until a certain point, and whenever, like, okay, thank you, I'm grateful for this, you can gift it to someone, and it still has a purpose. But for someone else, it helped you to overcome the period of your life or a certain point or path or whatever that might be, difficulty, ease, grace, belief system, doesn't matter. All right. And basically this is inviting us, so the Lionsgate portal, it's inviting us to harmonize our heart and mind, all right, that you live within harmony, your spine and brain, all right. And basically it awakens your divine purpose, all right, who you are. It's not what you know, no. What you don't know that you don't know, exactly. It's who you are also. Like, because, what I thought I am and what I thought we are and what I thought is, well, that's what I thought. And when I started doing researches, slowly, like year by year, things started unfolding, but in ways like, what? No, this can't be. And then I went deeper and holy, wait, what? And as you are, more into stuff, the more you look, the more you find. So the more you find, the more it unfolds for you. They become experiences of your own personal reality, and you can witness it like all. And what? Yes, absolutely. This is what I'm saying, like how special you are. Don't believe, like, you're just limited with stuff. We build these limitation walls within us that are based, someone else's fears, belief systems, and they wanna keep us there. Where are we? Not us, Because it doesn't matter. Like, I hanged out with like so many, I would say, different scale people, like, down and up and this and that. Everyone wants good. How is that? Like, everyone, every single one. It doesn't matter what nationality, doesn't matter where it comes from, doesn't matter his skin color, doesn't matter his belief system, doesn't matter his anything. They all want good. And then I reflected, like, all right, so if that is like that, and I spoke to like a couple of generations backwards, so with like elderly people, like a lot, and hanging out, full of wisdom. They went through this path that we are going through, However, they lived in different times, throughout evolution. They also brought us to this point. They know something. They're wiser. However, it's sad to see that they're at home. No one cares about them. Barely anyone visits, Sitting in front of the TV, getting like the news out from the world that is beamed on to them. Like, it's not true. It's controlled. By who? Like, never mind. It's, again, we are not going into these kind of subjects, but come on, like, yeah. So, also, with younger generations, you see that they accept everything. So if you ask, let's say, now, Generation Z, yeah, let's say, they don't care about working. They ask you, like, why do you go to work? Why are you stressing about life so much? It's not the way. And we are like, yeah, you have to do it because if you don't work, this and that, and if you see the belief system again, like, they are telling you something that you might not be aware of. Maybe. I'm just saying. So, let's get back on track, because the horses are, they always want to go, like, in directions, like, and the flow is like, I start with something, like, I have a message, and then it just goes. And this is a message for you, like, all as it is. I'm not editing anything. I'm not, like, as it goes, it goes. And it's absolutely fine. Like, imperfection is perfection. That's what makes you unique. The main thing is honesty. Honesty. Like, speak your truth. Not like, oh, I'm trying to convince someone, but I feel different about it. And you can all sense that in energy. When someone is lying, and, you can see, like, all the patterns, and, Yeah. How many people come to me and, yeah, Eric, but this and that, it's, yeah, sure. Is. And then you should hear, like, all the stuff coming out, and the tone, and the way, and the how the body reacts, and how eyes, and how the whole thing. What should I say? What do you want me to say? Like, it's fine. Okay, whatever, But don't expect, like, it's like, I operate, like, only through honesty, and that's it. Nothing else. So, let's get back. Yeah. So, and as we know, tomorrow is the 8th. All right, so we have two number 8s. So 8 is a potent number associated with abundance, infinity, power, sex, money, themes of death, rebirth. All right. In astrology, 8th house, ruled by Mars, is where we access resources outside ourselves, all right? So including gifts that arise from others, from earth and spirit. Yeah. And this is basically the whole portal thing, that the repetition of this. So it's always at the same time in the different years, all right, like going. And this goes already 6,000 years, as we know, since we are counting. And look at the evolution since then, where are we right now? And this is inviting you basically to be the best version of yourselves, like kings and queens, all right, of our destinies. Not like rulers of all and, being on top. No, because it's you who it is. And one more thing, I would like to add here something that I might not have right adding, all right, in terms of, no one should have, but is the truth. So in terms of God, and all the gods that there are and belief systems, it's like through translation from different languages and cultures, but it comes from one place, and they're all, they all gave different names to them, and that brought us to separation, all right, from one. All right, you get separated. Oh, this is my God, that is yours, it's not mine, and I believe in him, and you believe in this, and you believe in that. Yet you forgot, to believe in yourself. Have you ever thought about it? I'm not so sure, are you aware of, religion, in general, when it all started? So, they were, it all worked, and it was fine. And then they started, because people started believing in it so much, let's make money out of it. And then they were selling tickets to heaven, all right? When people figured this out and everything, that they did not go to heaven, but they bought the tickets. And, I just want to make you aware. Does God want you to pay, money? It's like church tax that you get deducted, I'm not going to say where and what and how. But what? They take from your salary, tax for the church, because, you believe in God, right? So you pay. That's it. It's as normal. I don't mind, in terms of donation. If you want to donate, and come to, let's say, a church and have a beautiful ceremony, or, watch children sing and, wonderful gatherings and, being part of something special, and absolutely. But the previous thing, what? Come on. And yet everyone is fine with it. I believe in this, I believe, yeah, sure, okay. So if I tell you, do this and that, so what? You believe yourself, and this is what someone doesn't want you to believe in yourself, Something else wants you confused. Because when you're confused, you're uncertain. When you're uncertain, you're in different vibrational states. And there you can be manipulated into stuff. And then you start believing in you and everything. It's crazy. Kukululu, And this is, all happening here and now. Yeah. Well, and it's, everyone lives their truth. That's okay, as long as it makes you happy. Don't be a prisoner of your reality and belief systems that are not serving you. You always have a choice. This is what I'm talking about. And as we are entering these very special times that we are already in, it's as simple as that. You follow these things, you look at nature, you engage with it, you ground yourself, in order that you're able to receive. Again, there is so many different things I could talk about, wow, things and things and things. It's not necessary. Absolutely not. It's because one thing is important and always will be, and it's you until the end. Yes, you I know that you can hear me, or at least hear me and see me. Yes, you. So, that's that. And on this Lionsgate thing, yeah, as I said, it's peak of the year. Believe me or not, do whatever you want. The main thing is that you're happy. Because happiness is what someone wants you not to have. Because they want you in different states. Because when you're happy, you radiate, it's so many wonderful things are unfolding, and you become certain and unstoppable, and so full of life and everything. It costs nothing, absolutely nothing, yet feels so difficult, because I'm not worthy, because I'm this and that, because I did this and that, because it's like whatever, because that's what you think, because it's enough. It was enough. How much more you want to drag all these invisible weights on your shoulder and your whole body, and doesn't matter which part and how big the weight, until it crashes you. And then what? You will figure this out when you're 160 years old, past Earth, or and one thing what we said. Yeah, exactly. You're dancing. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Yeah, and as I said, everything passes in general, and don't you'll see when you leave this planet. Yeah, well, it's too late now. Well, it's not, there is different things. And at the moment it's not my right to talk about it, because we said let's stick to physical things first. There is people, there are things beyond this, and more. And how wonderful. And everyone finds this oh, this and that. When I hear suicide level, this and that, people, going crazy, this and what? How is that? Yeah. I have experience on this, and it's not a subject that I would like to share with you, because it's dark and sad and goes in ways, and there is also a lot of truth in that, truth. Whew. But I have no right to say certain things, because I might put myself in troubles, and that's not my intention. My intention is that you are happy, and that you find, your true self, and that you embrace the best version possible of yourself, and that it makes you extremely happy, that you radiate your happiest beingness, and you beam it to others. And because let's say, if you are very happy and in different state of beingness, the people that are around you, that you're surrounded with, they get affected by this. They want it or not, just being around you. They don't have to talk to you, they don't, nothing. As we said, your energy field, it beams also through the walls. You're affecting it all. And imagine the change that we are all affecting, this is like a domino effect. And it just goes. And the same way the truth is rising. Consciousness, awareness, oneness. Absolutely incredible. So if you're interested, do your research, but do your best at being you. And that's it. That's it. That's absolutely it. And have a incredible weekend. Whew. Absolutely fantastic. Bye bye.